Dropshipping versus e-commerce, what's the difference? Explained in 5 minutes. Most people think dropshipping is a separate type of business from e-commerce. It isn't. It's a way of fulfilling orders inside e-commerce. And that misunderstanding is why so many beginners pick the wrong strategy. Here's the micro problem. Two stores can look at a customer, but behind the scenes, one is stable and one is fragile. There's one deciding detail that tells you which path fits you. I'll hold it until the end because it's the quickest way to avoid expensive trial and error. What's the difference in plain English? E-commerce is the big category. It means selling products online. That's it. You run a store, customers buy, money comes in, product goes out. Dropshipping is a fulfillment method inside e-commerce. You sell a product you don't keep in your own inventory. When a customer buys, a third party ships the product for you. So the clean framing is this. E-commerce is the business model. Dropshipping is one way to handle inventory and shipping. Once you see it like that, the comparison stops being this versus that and becomes which fulfillment setup matches my constraints. How does it work behind the scenes? In e-commerce, you usually control stock. You buy inventory, store it somewhere, then ship it yourself or through a fulfillment partner. That gives you tighter control over packaging, delivery times, and quality checks. With dropshipping, you control the storefront and marketing, but the supplier controls the physical product and shipping. Your success depends heavily on their accuracy, speed, and consistency. That's why dropshipping can feel lightweight to start, but heavier to manage once orders scale. You're not touching boxes, but you're managing expectations you don't fully control. The core trade is control versus simplicity. Which one is easier to start? Dropshipping is often easier to start because you don't need to buy inventory upfront. You can test products without filling your garage with boxes. That lower barrier can be helpful if you're learning ads, product pages, and customer messaging because you can focus on demand first. The honest downside is that your margins can be thinner and your operations can be more exposed. If the supplier changes pricing, runs out of stock, or ships slowly, your store takes the hit. Traditional e-commerce can be harder to start because inventory costs money and storage takes planning. But when done well, it can feel calmer because you own more of the process. This is general info, not financial or legal advice. What changes when customers complain? This is where the difference becomes real. In e-commerce, with your own inventory, you can usually fix problems faster. If an item is wrong, you can ship a replacement. If packaging is damaged, you can adjust your process. In dropshipping, you can still serve the customer, but you're often negotiating with a supplier while the customer is waiting. That time gap creates stress, especially when issues stack. You also have less control over brand experience. Even if your website is polished, the unboxing and delivery experience can feel inconsistent if the supplier isn't aligned with your standards. So if your brand promises fast, predictable delivery, inventory control matters more than people expect. The hidden risks people don't think about. The biggest hidden risk is responsibility. Customers don't care who shipped it, they bought from you. So you own the support, refunds, and reputation. Dropshipping also raises the stakes on product selection. If you sell something with unpredictable quality, returns and complaints can erase any profit quickly. Traditional e-commerce has its own risk. You can get stuck with inventory that doesn't sell. That can hurt cash flow and force discounts that weaken your brand. So both paths have risk. The difference is where the risk sits. Dropshipping concentrates risk in supplier reliability, while inventory-based e-commerce concentrates risk in upfront investment. Closing the loop, the deciding detail. Here's the detail I promised. The best choice depends on what you're trying to optimize, testing or control. If you want to test demand with low upfront cost and you're comfortable managing supplier dependency, dropshipping can make sense as a learning and validation path. If you want stronger margins, better customer experience control, and a brand that feels consistent over time, traditional e-commerce with inventory or reliable fulfillment usually wins. So don't ask, Which is better? Ask. Do I need low-risk testing or do I need high-control delivery? Once you answer that, the difference becomes obvious. And don't forget to check the description for helpful resources that will make things easier. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe for more.